Hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm so glad that you came to join us today because for me, this is probably the most important video that I want to offer you because it's the core secrets. It's not all the details about what you'll learn, but it's the core, the reason that working with us, working with Radiant Wonder, can be the difference between being pregnant and not getting pregnant. We have helped thousands of people over the last 20 years, and it's not just because of our great herbs. It's not just because of that. It's because of the whole system that we have to help your body start renewing and regenerating. And this is a possibility that many, many people have seen and felt. But it doesn't just come without your putting a little effort into it. So I seem to like threes all the time. So when you come to the site and you're looking at fertility, you see step up, energize, transform. 3 things. So I want to explain what those things mean today. But then I also want to give you the 3 keys, the absolute basic 3 keys that you need to follow through with to supercharge your fertility. So let's just start with where you are right now, because I understand it so well. No matter how many years have passed since I got pregnant and had my beautiful baby, I never, ever will forget the 8-10 years of agony of trying to get pregnant, of being completely overwhelmed. And many times we try to take charge. So when we say step up, take charge of your fertility, you're probably thinking, I'm already feel like I'm in charge of everything. I get some information from my doctors. I go to the internet. I do the research on it. I try to find answers. I'm really working hard. I'm taking charge. This is a different kind of taking charge. And I want to be able to explain that to you. But right now where you stand, you're getting hormonal balances, and you think that's the key. That's the only key, that you've got to have your FSH lower, you've got to have your AMH higher, you need more progesterone, you need more estrogen. And when someone tells you that your hormones are out of balance, it really does not give you any confidence, because that sounds like something that you really can't handle on your own. And the doctor's solution to it is to pour more of that hormone in. But the problem with pouring hormones in is that when you add more estrogen, for example, that's going to affect another hormone. Estrogen, FSH go up and down like a seesaw with each other. So it's very difficult to know how to help yourself. So let's talk about step up, and then energize, and then transform. I've put together a couple of slides. So here we go. So taking charge of your own fertility. And let's see, to move to the next slide, I'm using this. Oh, roll it. That's right. So this is the live question and answer, which obviously, okay, step up, energize, transform. You see this on the fertility page. And believe it or not, they're just 3 words, but it took months for me to think about how to best and most simply describe the process that you go through when you work with us. So the first part of the process is stepping up. But we're going to slip a little bit further and ask you, why would this work when nothing else has? Nothing else has worked. You've tried a bunch of supplements. You've been taking other things. You don't necessarily feel any different. You see some changes maybe, but you don't really feel like you understand what's going on. So when you work with us, you begin to understand it, but it takes a little bit of listening to webinars, asking questions, and consistently doing the whole program, which is not just the herbs, and you know that already. So this whole thing is based, why it works when nothing else has worked, pretty simply, is because it's based on a scientifically recognized rejuvenation cycle that's constantly going on in your body all the time. Every minute of every day, the cells in your body are regenerating and replacing themselves. And literally, within a year, you can have a completely new body. Because if you can just plug in the right nutrition and some of the right things to do to help this regeneration cycle work better, all you need to do is to know how to plug yourself into the cycle, and your body will do most of the work for you. See, stepping up and taking charge, your body, we want to have your body take more charge of what's going on than maybe you're allowing it to do right now. This is the cycle of regeneration, and you can see it on our website, on the homepage in detail. Every 3 days, you have a new lining in your stomach. Every 6 weeks, you have a whole new blood supply. Every 6 years, you have new bones. Everything in your body is constantly regenerating and replacing itself. So just logically, because you have bought the products, or maybe you haven't bought the products, but your mind is going, will this work, will this work, will this work? And a lot of people probably do is just take the herbs and say, well, I'll wait and see if they work, and then maybe I'll do some of the other things. Other people are going full blast into the whole thing. But it's really, really important to get in your mind that it's not just the herbs, it's the whole program, okay? Because of this cycle, if we can activate the cycle to be even more efficient than it is right now by helping the flow of energy and blood in the body to be better, then you can put in the right nutrition, activate things, and you can see and feel results. I had talked to somebody the other day. She was having a lot of hot flashes, and within 2 weeks, her hot flashes have diminished tremendously, just from taking Super Fertility 2 and stress relief, and taking it in a certain, just as was prescribed for her to do with on the internet from our product list. Okay, so these are the 3 things those are the 3 steps, and we're getting to them within what we're doing. These are the 3 keys that you need for vibrant fertility. Number 1, you need superior quality blood. Why? Because you lose blood every month. And this is something that nobody really emphasizes when you're trying to become fertile. I had no idea that I was blood deficient. I've never been anemic. The doctor didn't say I was anemic, but Julie's going to be doing a seminar next week on blood building, and she's actually going to show you what your tongue looks like when you're not anemic, but you're blood deficient, on your way to becoming anemic, but not there yet. It's really easy for women to have a pale tongue because that's an indication of not having quite enough blood. And your body, for fertility, you need blood, because blood is needed obviously for the uterine lining and to feed the baby when you are pregnant. But it's also used, you can deplete it because it's also used when you are working really hard and your challenges. So you want superior quality blood, the best blood quality in the world, because it's for your baby. You also need enough energy. When you're tired, your body is also tired. And this is a 911 call from the body when you're tired, especially if you get tired in fertility time, which is between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. So we want to make sure with the program that we're addressing your energy and that we help your energy to be more. You can say, well, I have lots of energy. I'm just going all the time. But that may just be wired up energy. We want that deep, consistent energy that the body needs to feel secure to get pregnant. And the third thing, so blood, energy, and the third thing is a free flow of energy in the body. When you're under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, you tense up. And so there are places in the body where there's what we call a slight blockage, stagnation of energy. So the energy flow in the body needs to be free because blood is moving, but in Chinese medicine, we feel in the blood is also energy. So energy and blood are moving through the body and together. So if your energy gets stuck, your blood's not going to flow as well. When you have pain with your cycle, when you have clots with your cycle, that's an indication that there's some stagnant or blocked energy. So your program needs to have a very strong component of food therapy, herbal therapy, movement therapy to help de-stress that stagnation that's in your body. So those are the 3 keys. And as you work with us, you're going to find out how to continue to make these things stronger for your body. So this is the slide on superior quality blood. And it just reviews what we've just said. You want really beautiful oxygenated blood flowing through your body, through your uterus, and coming to your baby. Blood helps to increase your energy if you have good quality blood, because it's kind of like an oil well that we're pulling on to go through life, to ovulate, to have a chance of getting pregnant, to hold the pregnancy, and also to meet our challenges. So we want to learn how to really build blood. It also obviously nourishes your uterine wall, and so we know that. You also, as we said, need enough energy. You need energy for strong ovulation. You need energy to hold your pregnancy full term. And you're going to need a lot of energy to raise that baby. So there are ways to build energy besides the ones you know already. And those are the things we teach you and we offer you to use, like the Radiate energy exercises. Also the fertility massage. There's a lot of stagnant energy in our pelvis. We hold a lot of tension in our belly and our pelvis. And so when you do the energy massage, the fertility massage, and you do it every day, the second week of your cycle, you're letting your uterus go to the Bahamas for the day. You're letting it relax. And what does that do for you? It increases the blood flow, the circulation of energy and blood to the reproductive area. So you're doing 2 things. You're activating, you're releasing is a better word. You're releasing the energy that you already have right now, but you just aren't using. So this is a way, using the Radiate energy exercises and the fertility massage and the herbs such as stress relief or balance, or the things that we say are balancing hormones, using these combinations help your energy to flow better and to bring more energy and blood to the reproductive area. And this is the free flow of energy. I love this picture because this is the way energy should feel in the body. It shouldn't be feeling like it's driving us on and on and on. It should feel like a flow, a consistent flow that's there to support us. So we want you to have consistent energy. And when you have good energy, that energy becomes calm energy. It becomes energy that you have, but not energy that wears you out. And so these are the 3 things that are offered with our program. So it's important to choose a powerful perspective, not to limit yourself. And that's why you step up, you energize, and you transform. Stepping up does not mean to negate what you're doing already, to enjoy doing the research, to enjoy seeing if you can find more answers and a new way of eating or a new way to do something that can make you feel better. But when you step up, you need to step up in a different way than you've ever stepped up before. You need to it would be good to step up where you feel confident, where you feel a sense of hope, where you are leaving some of that stress that you're carrying so heavily that you are responsible for everything and you've got to figure it out. And you're thinking and thinking and thinking and concentrating, where's my period? Where's my period? Where's my period? Your period will come. Your period will come as the body balances. Your hot flashes will go. You've stumbled into something that will really work. But if you can step up with some calm and work at the whole program, within a month, you're going to begin to start feeling differences. Within 3 months, you're going to feel very different. And you're going to know, maybe I don't have everything I want yet, but it's coming. You'll be able to feel it. You'll be able to know that that's why we say results you can feel and measure. So come along and step up. Step up in a new way. Step up with purpose with a new way. And then as you implement everything that we are teaching, which is not a lot of complicated stuff, but you're putting in the energy exercises, you're doing the hot water detox once a week. You're not discounting these things because they're simple. We have carefully put this together in a way that doesn't take much time out of your day. You're going to add a total of 15 minutes to your day if you follow everything that we teach you to do. So you just need to learn it and to implement it. And then to just have patience. Your body is not a little speedboat. You don't give it a drug and then all of a sudden goes, woo! You don't give it a drug and then all of a sudden within 2 weeks you have a period. That's not healing. What it does, it's like moving the Queen Mary, moving a great big ocean liner. It's strong, it's powerful. And once you're able to help move it in the right direction, it will stay with you forever. It's taken you many years to get to the situation you're in right now where you have extra tension and you have things that you feel that you just don't have control of. So it's going to take a little patience, but you just wait until you start seeing the results. And we're here to communicate with you. We're here to support you. And we're here to teach you how to do it simply and fit it into your life, because you will transform. You will read the success stories of all kinds of people on our website. You feel differently. When I was 44, I did this for 9 months. I made it up and I did it for 9 months. And within that time, honest to God, I started feeling 34. I started feeling 10 years younger. And I wasn't seeing a doctor at that point. And I wasn't seeing an acupuncturist. This was all just on my own with movement, food, and the right deep, nutritious Chinese herbal fertility formulas. This combination is so powerful that you just need to give your body a little bit of time to heal. So the last slide is choose a powerful perspective. You'll see this slide from time to time when we talk with you. Don't limit yourself. Have confidence. Don't see yourself defeated. Don't see yourself through the lens of hormones and statistics. Hold a larger vision of the possibilities. Your inner guidance brought you here. Trust your guidance and just slip into what we're teaching you. And we're here to answer your questions and support you every step of the way. So let me stop the share and come back. Okay, so I have a couple of questions that came in and asked the herbalist, so I'll start with those and we'll see if any others have come in during the chat. One of them is, I had my period date 11/10 and I'm supposed to get it again 12/10, but I haven't had a period yet. This came a week or so ago. And I started taking the herbs you suggested, and is it okay, or should I wait till the period comes? Is it okay to be taking the herbs? This is a common question that people ask. So you're taking the herbs and then you figure, logically, that once you get pregnant, you may not need the herbs anymore. And you're worried that if you keep taking the herbs, maybe they're dangerous for you to take if you become pregnant. And you could have become pregnant right after ovulation. Well, you don't have to worry. You continue to take the herbs because the herbal program that you're on will support your body all the way through. What you want to wait is exactly 6 weeks from the first day of your menses. So your last menses was on, say, the first of a month. You wait until the 15th of the next month. So that's 4 weeks plus 2 weeks, 6 weeks. At that point, if you haven't had a period and you're not testing positive, you need to see the doctor. You need to get a blood test. You need to find out if indeed you actually are pregnant, but it's not showing up on the test yet because you just happen to have a lower level of that hormone to begin with. Your body protects you when you're first pregnant. Your baby is not even connected to you directly for about 2 months because the body's protecting you and the baby's not feeding directly from you. And so if you accidentally take an aspirin, you didn't know you were pregnant, you had a drink, it's not that you should go out and do a bunch of drugs or something, but if you had something that you did that was a little off kilter, it's not going to hurt your baby. So you wait for 6 weeks, you take the blood test. If you're pregnant, hallelujah. If you're not pregnant, you go back to taking the herbs. Sometimes the body also, you have to know, it just takes time for those hormones to come up when you have a pregnancy. But this is an important question. Okay, let's see what else we have. I am not sure if I'm not sure how to handle my hot flashes. I'm worried all the time that I'm in menopause. I'm 43 years old. I'm being told by the doctor, because my FSH is high and my AMH is low and I'm having hot flashes and I haven't had a period for about 6 months. I think she said 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. That I'm not going to, that I am going into menopause, and this whole thing is just a waste of time. 43 in Chinese medicine is not old. It's too young to be in menopause. But what happens when as you get through your 30s into your early 40s, into your 40s, is you've met a lot of challenges in your life. And that's depleted some of the deep energy that you need for supporting fertility. And that deep energy supports your hormonal balance. So now hormones begin to go out of balance. And when hormones go out of balance, you can start to feel sort of dry. You have less sexual fluids, less cervical mucus, and you think that's proof again that I'm in menopause. No. In Chinese medicine, it's just a process of the body being overheated. And it's like a car when there's not enough coolant. When the coolant's low, the car overheats. So if you're dry, that dryness in the cervical mucus and sexual fluids is just indicating that your deep energy, which part of which is this kind of fluid, is getting low. So you take the right nutrition, the right herbal supplements, like Super Fertility 2, a woman's sexual vitality, herbs like that, and your sexual fluids, your cervical mucus starts to come back. You don't notice that too much because you're just concentrated on your having hot flashes and you're going into menopause. But that's the first step, to see some of that fluid coming back. And then you're going to see the hot flashes begin to diminish. You still want that period. Where's the period? Where's the period? But right now, your body doesn't want a period. If you had a period right at that point, your hot flashes become worse. So this is a balancing thing the body's doing. It's trying to heal you. And if you don't have enough of what we call essence, the clear fluid in the body, then the body will try to compensate by holding on to the blood. Because the blood is also a fluid. It's not quite the same, but it's still a fluid. And so it tries to use that to tamp down the hot flashes. So as you are healing, the first thing you notice is more cervical mucus, more sexual fluids. Okay? So look for that. Don't be thinking about your period. Be glad you're not having one right now. Then the next thing you're going to notice is less hot flashes. Less hot flashes, or not as heavy. And then the ones during the day begin to go, and you only have a little bit at night. Once the hot flashes have been completely gone and stay gone, I've noticed sometimes that's staying gone for a month or two. It's usually about 1 to 2 months after the hot flashes have completely disappeared. And they've been gone for a little while, at least 2 weeks, maybe a month. Then the period starts again. And that's the time when also, when the period begins to start again, when you haven't had hot flashes for at least 2 months, when you're going to shift your herbal formulas from Super Fertility 2, which is concentrating on building cervical mucus and sexual fluids, to something like Super Fertility 3 or Fertile Treasure, which is going to help you. Fertile Treasure might be the best one because Fertile Treasure builds blood, but it also has a couple of herbs in there that keep the heat down a little. So in case the hot flashes are gone, you don't feel them, but they're still a little bit under there, it'll just help finish off the healing. Then the period will return. This is a cycle. These are steps that you follow that have been followed by literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women working with us. And they're always just feeling like if they don't have a period, nothing's happening. But a lot is happening under the ground. When you plant the seed and then you give the fertilizer and you water the field, you will take there is a lot of stuff happening that you can't see. Okay, well, I'm really glad that you're here today. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity to go through these principles. And I look forward to talking with you again soon. And please use Ask the Herbalist and send your questions in, and because we are going to answer them. Have a great day.